Hi, this is Charlie from Angel Eyes by Charlie, doing YouTube videos for Trans Angel. I've neglected it for a while because work and life has got in the way, and after talking to a few of the girls I know, a natural eye makeup look is one that people are after. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you this evening. I'm going to do it with neutral browns, but the way the look works can be done with anything. You know when you buy your makeup sets with different shades of colours in, and you tend to get them in things like this. Now I really had to root through old makeup to find these. Little palettes of like 3 to 4 colours. They come in colour combinations like that for a reason, because you can use them as they come. You always start with your lightest colour, and then you move to your next colour and then the darkest. And that's what I'm going to do for you today, but using brown shades and not that old makeup there. So, I shall get myself comfy so that you can hopefully see what's going on. And I shall begin. Apologies for the sound of my boiler in the background, that's unfortunately the way it is with the room I use. So, using as natural a shade as possible, so quite a beige colour, I tend to do an all over coverage of my eyelid. I've already done my foundation altogether, so I've primed my face, put my foundation on and set it with powder. You might be able to just make out that colour. It's quite a sort of beige, magnolia sort of shade. Now, I've got a mirror set down here as well, so if I look away, that's why. Working across your eyelid from the bottom of the lash line all the way up, you use your lightest colour. This then gives you your natural highlight in place already, and then it helps any colours blend on your eyelid a lot easier. So you can see it's lifted that side already, and all I've done is put a slightly paler colour on. Same for the other side. The reason my boiler is so noisy is because it's literally just there. One day I might get a nice venue where I can film and it won't make any difference. But until then, I'm sorry, we'll have to make do. So that was using quite a flat brush. So a little bit fluffy, but not overly. Now, using another brush, either the same one or a similar one. This is another flat brush, which is a lot flatter. That's one of my professional ones. So if I put those up next to each other, it's just the stiffness of the bristles, but either or is fine to do your pale colour across your eyelid. Now, I'm going to just clean off my other brush. Now what I'm doing to clean it off to use a slightly darker colour is just getting the excess of colour off the bristles. I'm using mid brown for the moment, which is, hopefully you'll be able to see this before I tap it off. Hope you see that. It's almost the colour of the bristles themselves. Now what I'm doing with that colour is I'm coming in the middle of the eyelid here. Now you'll see that it's not masses, and then you can come across the crease, which is where, if you feel your eye, I'll do it on this side, I'm not putting makeup. If you feel your eye, you've got a natural indent around the orbital bone of your eye. If you put it into that colour, that crease there, using your brush sideways, it gives you a natural shade and definition. It's especially good for those of you that have got large eyelids like myself, where you want to show the shadow of the socket. Your brush will automatically fit into that gap without poking you in the eye. You can make it as dark as you feel you want to. Just looking at how it looks in the reflection. And if you feel you need to bring it a little bit higher to stop it from looking so square, you can do. Now with the darkest colour, I'm going to go for quite a dark brown just to emphasise the difference so that you can see it. You can always use a slightly lighter one if you prefer. Now that one is really quite dark brown look. Easiest way of doing this if you're using a flat brush like that is if you hold the brush to the corner of your eye and tap it on, and it'll leave you a mark. And all you do then is just work it down and across slightly. Still not going any higher than where that natural orbital bone line is. Same thing on the other side. You line the edges of the brush with the corner of your eye up to the corner of your eyebrow. Tap it on. Work it down and across slightly. If, like I've just done there, you get a slight drop, you can always wipe it downwards and inwards. Don't wipe it away, otherwise it will smudge. Make sure they match up. Now, as you can tell, that looks a bit bizarre and you wouldn't want to go out with it like that. You could, if you're using darker colours and evening looks, but for the purpose of what we're doing today, that's not what we want. We want it to look quite natural. You can, if you want to, drag that brown slightly more into the brown that you did before. There's like another one dot so that you can see it coming over slightly more. Then what you need to do is you get a fluffy brush like that one. And all you do is a circular motion from the edge of the eye coming in. And already that's taken out the hardness of that colour. Same on the other side. Circular motions inwards and downwards. If you've not got majorly fluffy brushes, you can get away with doing it with your finger, but you might get a little bit smudgy. On this side it's a little bit darker, so I'm just going to wipe over like that. I'm going to do that side as well. So that's how I'm doing it with my finger, just to take the hard edge off the line. There you have a really quite natural makeup. If it's still darker than you want in any places, you can go over it with your finger, coming in, or you can continue to do it with the brush. The fluffier the brush, the better it will blend. Now, after you've done that, you can put any eyeliner on you want. Today, I'm not going to bother, because I've already done your eyeliner tutorials. What I am going to do is I'm going to define my eyebrows, because my eyebrows disappear slightly when I've done my makeup. Not wanting them quite as dark as I would normally do them, I'm going to go for a brown. So all I'm doing is I'm using a brown that's possibly one shade lighter than the darkest one I've just done. On an angled brush, you can probably just see that colour. It's only slightly darker than the bristles themselves. As always, start from the middle of your eyebrow. You're just brushing it along the hair. Which gives you an equal looking colour. Same on the other side. Middle of the eyebrow. Pushing down. And then across on your other ones. There you've got nice defined eyebrows that don't look like they're going to be completely in your face. So you have to find the bottom of that one there. That's a bit better. So those aren't in your face eyebrows, they just look like they're slightly, they look like they're natural, so that you can see them, because mine are so thin. After you've done that, you're then going to want to do eyeliner if you want to do it. You can highlight with white if you want to, but because natural eye makeup is not sparkly, I'm not going to do it. If you want to put any lighter colours in down this part of the eye here, you can. You can do the same with white. Now if you're using the little palettes that come with selections of 3 colours, you can use the lightest highlighter colour again, just to make it a little bit more pronounced if you wanted to. So let me just find my mascara. Now you've probably spotted But because I've done my makeup completely to start with, I've not had anything drop across my cheeks. When you're using your brush, if you press your bristles into the colour, let me just select a brush to show you. Use the side of this palette. It's not open, but if you press your bristles into the powder like that and give it a press and a rub, take it away, tap off the excess and then place it on the eye rather than rubbing it, you won't end up with lots of colour drop. So, mascara. I've got my Bad Girl Lash from Benefit at the moment. Sorry, my boiler is so noisy. Right, because I've got bits of foundation across my lashes, I'm going to start with the top. And then work it up. Now, unlike some of my videos where I'm working on other people, I'm using my own mascara, so I don't need any disposable ones. Look down slightly to get the bottom lashes. A little zigzag motion picks them all up. Unfortunately, I'm not blessed with the most amazing eyelashes, so it takes a bit of work. And then the same thing on the other side. Remember, twist it into your mascara, don't push it in and out and pump it. You don't want your mascara going off. So you come down over the top. And underneath on the top. Look down slightly to get your bottom lashes. Bear with me 1 second. If your lashes clump together, you can tease them out with your fingers. Fingernails are very good for that. Slightly dollop on my eye. Now the cheek that I've shown you previously for that is a dry mascara wand, which I've misplaced, so bear with me. Bear with me thinking I've got everything ready. There we go. Dry mascara wand, nothing on it. And all you do is you take it just where you spotted it on and gently drag it across the skin and it takes it away. You don't want to do it hard, otherwise it will cause damage to your skin. And of course you want to do your blusher, which is just to finish off the look, otherwise it'll look a bit strange with just foundation and eye makeup. For your blusher you want to choose quite a natural colour, sort of deep, not deep but light pinky browns. You don't want to be using bright reds or anything like that because it just looks very weird for a natural day makeup. Now for my face shape I come underneath my cheekbone here, because if you feel your cheeks, if you've got your bone, and because I'm slightly rounded in here I tend to put my blusher here. Some people like it across the apples of their cheeks. If you're going to put it across the apples of your cheeks, it needs to be a light colour. If you put reds or deep browns across the apples of your cheeks, it looks and stands out quite horrifically. You're trying to highlight this section here and the fact that your cheekbones stick out. So if you put it slightly underneath, and you can either come into the hollow here if you've got a hollow already, or if you haven't, like I have, where it disappears with the chubby cheeks, then you put it with your brown or your pinky brown colours, which in contrast gives you a slight defined shape. Now you'll see that it's very little difference in colour. You don't want it to be super bright. The whole point of it is a natural look. Same thing on the other side, just underneath the cheekbone, and then blend out. You'll see that I've not come all the way into the mouth, I've not come massively low, and then all you do afterwards is just blend it in with your fingers, because you don't want any hard lines. Same as you would if you're doing eye makeup. So again, you'll see it just gives a little bit of colour to the face without making it in your face. And all I've chosen to do for my lips is an Yves Saint Laurent tinted lipstick, which looks scary in the tube, but when you put it on it looks nothing like that. You see, it's just a slight hint of colour to the lips. Essentially it's just a tinted gloss in stick form. Rub it into your lips, and there you go, you've got quite a natural sort of makeup. If that's still too bright in the lips for you, you can use just a lip balm. If you want to wear a normal lipstick, you can do. It's perfectly acceptable. It's your choice. It's your makeup and it's your face. But I've just shown you the basics of how to get a nice, natural-looking eye makeup. If you decide that later on it's still a bit too dark, you can then blend it in a bit further with your fingers, which then takes it out even more. Now, for me, that would be more what I'd wear as a natural sort of looking makeup. Don't tend to do natural very often, as those of you who know me will know, but there you go. So that's the end of that one. If you have any questions, just let me know, and hopefully I will do you another couple of videos. Thanks. Bye.